Very similar Crestwood lineup. Leading off at shortstop, Brandy Novotny. Batting second in right field, Megan Geyer. Hitting third, the pitcher, Kylie Munkle. Batting fourth at third base, Megan Telesti. Hitting fifth, the catcher, Erin Bueller. Hitting sixth in left field, Kaylee Halber. Batting seventh at first base, Caitlin McAllister. Hitting eighth in center field, Emily Brown. And batting ninth at second base, Carly Graybaum. The Decorah defense. In left field, it will be Chelsea Twait. In center field will be Emily Kruger. And in right field, Morgan Eady. Tori Hartman's first offering. Swing and a miss from Brandy Novotny as we're underway here in Game 2 at 7:47. No balls and one strike to count. We'll set the Decorah infield here momentarily. Tori's next one, a rise ball high. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Jenna Iverson at third. Maria Hoyme at short. Lexi Shelton playing second, and Cecilia Mitchell at first base. The pitch, swing and a miss from Hartman, or from Novotny. On the offering from Hartman, it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Behind the plate is Cassie Hoyme, and on the hill is Tori Hartman. Ground ball towards third, picked up by Iverson across the diamond to Mitchell, and 1 up, 1 down here in the first inning. Randy Morris calling the balls and strikes, and Kerry Griffith working his pass. Griff said he would take any help he could get from me over here on the first base side. As Megan Geyer will bat with 1 down and nobody on here in the first inning. A riser high from Tori Hartman. 1 ball, no strikes. Geyer was 4 for 5, scored 3 runs, and had an RBI in game number 1. Hartman ready on the 1-0, swung on a looper foul, first base side, and out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. You're right, Jesse, I should have dove for it. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch, swinging a foul as Geyer got a piece of it, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Vikes trying to win their first game of 2013 in their third offering. That foul tip got a piece of Cassie behind the plate, and T.O. out to check out the situation there. I think Cassie's going to shake off the cobwebs and be okay. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down. First inning of game 2, scoreless game. Cresco took game number 1 by a 10-5 margin. And a off-speed pitch slips out of the hands of Hartman. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. Tori ready, 2-2. Ground ball right back to Tori. An overhand toss to Mitchell over at first base. And there's 2 down here in the first inning. 2 down, nobody on, and Kylie Munkle to the plate. Munkle was 0 for 2, walked 3 times, and had an RBI on a bases-loaded walk in game number 1. Pitch swung on, driven, deep right field, retreating as Morgan Eady lunges up, and she can't get there. And standing at second with a double is Kylie Munkle. So Munkle gets her first hit of the doubleheader, but she's on base for the 4th time. Munkle, who is the pitcher, will run for herself here with the runner at second and 2 down. And Megan Telesti, the cleanup hitter for Cresco, will stand in. Telesti, 2 for 5 officially with 2 RBI in game number 1. The pitch in there for a strike, nothing in 1. 0-1 delivery coming from Tori Hartman. Riser swung on and missed. Some nice heat from Hartman, and it's nothing in 2. Munkle, the runner at second base with 2 down here in the first inning. Hartman ready, and the 0-2 offering. Swing and a miss. A good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Tulesti. And that's that for the first inning. One hit, one left. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Crestwood nothing, and Decorah coming to bat. The Vikes will bat this way. Leading off at second base is Lexi Shelton. Batting second, the pitcher, Tori Hartman. Hitting third at third base, Jenna Iverson. Batting fourth, the catcher, Cassie Hoyme. Hitting fifth in left field, Chelsea Twait. Hitting sixth at shortstop, Maria Hoyme. Hitting seventh, the designated player, Tess Olinger. Hitting eighth in right field, Morgan Eady. And batting ninth in center field, Emily Kruger, with Cecilia Mitchell playing first base for the Vikes. And the Cadets will throw Megan Tulesti here in game number 2. Kylie Munkle is playing third base, and Tulesti is the pitcher. The rest of the defense looks pretty standard, with the exception of Kylie Halber out in left field. Halber in left field, Emily Brown in center, and Megan Geyer in right. At third base, Kylie Munkle. At shortstop is Brandy Novotny. At second base is Carly Graybaum, and at first base, Caitlin McAllister. Behind the plate is Erin Bueller. And Megan Tulesti is in the circles. Tulesti 1-1 on the season. 8 innings, 4 hits, 7 runs, 4 earned, no walks, 5 strikeouts. A changeup taken low by Shelton. It is 1 ball, no strikes. Lexi was 1 for 4 with an RBI in game number 1. 1-0 in there for a strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. The count on Lexi. Lexi getting the start at second base. 1-1 delivery. A changeup hit towards third, fielded at third by Munkle. Bobbles it, and Shelton going to be safe at first base. So a fielding miscue by the Cadets allows the Vikes to get their leadoff runner on here in the bottom of the first inning. And Tori Hartman will come to the plate in a scoreless game. Crestwood took game 1, 10-5. Hartman squares to bunt, does so right in front of the plate. McAllister picks it up, throws to first base with Graybow covering, and the sacrifice is complete. 3-4, and making it all the way to third base on the sacrifice, Lexi Shelton. Lexi was noticing that no one was covering third base in the coverage that time, and made it all the way to third on Hartman's sacrifice. Runner at third, 1 down. And the big bopper of game number 1, Jenna Iverson, will come to the plate. She had 2 home runs and 4 RBIs, and looks at the first one outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Overall was 3 for 4 on the day. 1-0 the count with a runner at third, 1 down. The pitch, a changeup taken low, and it's 2 balls, no strikes now on Iverson. Two 2-0 on the pitch. Swung on and a ground ball towards second. Bobbled there at second by Graybow. Throws to first base to get the out, but Shelton scores. And for the first time this season, the Vikes take an early lead in a game. Decorah scores first for the first time on the 5th RBI of the night for Jenna Iverson. And a 1-0 lead for the Vikings. And Cassie Hoyme will stand in and look at a strike. 0-1. Hoyme was 1 for 4 in game number 1. So an error, a sacrifice that gets Shelton to third, and an RBI ground out. And the Vikes manufacture a run as Tulesti throws the next one outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just an absolutely gorgeous night it's turned out to be. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. About 24 hours ago, they were saying 70-80% chance of precipitation. which of course always means there's a 20 to 30% chance it won't. Here's a ground ball right back to Telesti in the circle, throws on to first base to retire Hoyme, and that's that for the first inning. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. We head to the top of the second inning. It is a 1-0 lead for Decorah. Top of the second inning we go. It's a 1-0 lead for Decorah. A manufactured run for the Vikings in that first inning. Shelton reaches on an error, advances to third on a sacrifice, and Jenna Iverson brings her home on an RBI groundout. Aaron Bueller will come to the plate. Bueller, the catcher, in game number 1 was 1 for 4. As the Cadets find themselves trailing, this is the first time in 3 games that the Vikes have gotten an early lead. That one smoked into right field over the head of Morgan Eady and all the way back to the fence. Bueller will stop at second with a leadoff double here in the second inning. So that's the second double that Tori Hartman has given up to this point. And Kaylee Halber will come to the plate. The left-hand hitting left fielder in this game was 1 for 5 with a run scored in game number 1. And that one bunted right back to Hartman. She'll look towards first and Mitchell. It's a high throw, but it's gloved by Cecilia. And a sacrifice complete, 1-3, so the tying run moves to third base for the Cadets. And Caitlin McAllister to the plate. Runner at third, 1 down, 1-0 Decorah, top of the second. McAllister 0 for 3 with a walk in game 1. And a strike from Tori Hartman. Pitch, bunted, third base side and foul. And it's 0-2 the count now. That was a rise ball, difficult pitch to handle. And McAllister couldn't put it between the chalk. 0-2 delivery, swinging a foul back. So 0-2 the count remains. Hartman ready and the 0-2 delivery, swinging a foul back again. And it's still 0-2. Fifth pitch of the at-bat, and the pitch. That one hit towards second base, picked up there by Lexi Shelton, an overhand toss to first base to retire McAllister. But the run does score. And it's a 1-1 ball game. So, base is empty, 1 in, nobody on, and 2 down, and Emily Brown will come to the plate. Brown was 1 for 1, walked 3 times and scored 3 runs in game number 1. The pitch in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Oh, 1. Riser high. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Two down here in the second inning. We're tied at 1. Tori Hartman getting her first start of the season. The pitch, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. If memory serves, this is her first start since down at Turkey Valley last year, and I believe she struck out 15 Trojans in that ball game. And the pitch, change up, fly ball down the left field line, but foul. So we'll stay put at 1-2. A A ball and 2 strikes. And Hartman ready again, the pitch. Taken up, it's 2-2. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.net. And the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Hartman gets her second strikeout. But they get even it up, 1 run, 1 hit. No errors, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the second inning. It is Decorah 1 and Crestwood 1. Bottom of the second inning we go. It's a 1-1 ball game. Chelsea Twait, the left fielder here in game number 1. We'll look at the first one low, 1 ball, no strikes. She was the right fielder in game 1. She was 1 for 4 in that game. And the pitch, a changeup for a strike. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Twait will be followed by Maria Hoime and Tess Ollinger here in inning number 2. 1-1 delivery, a changeup swung on, popped up, foul territory. Into foul ground goes the third baseman Munkle, and she will make the catch to retire Twait. 1 down here in the second inning. So 1 down, nobody on, and Maria Hoime to the plate. 1-1 game. Here in the second game of doubleheader here in the second inning. Crestwood took the first game 10-5. Maria Hoime 2 for 4. In game 1, she'll look at a strike, nothing in 1. So after a very offensive start to game number 1, it's been more of a pitching and defensive game here in game number 2. The pitch swung on, popped foul. First base side, it lands equidistant between McAllister and Bueller at first and catcher. It's 2 strikes to nothing. Oh, 2 on Maria Hoime in the pitch. Inside for 1 ball, 2 strikes. Telesti working quickly, and a changeup is taken high. Still 1 ball, or now moves to 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. 2-2, and the pitch low and inside for 3 balls, 2 strikes now. One out here in the second inning. And the 3-2 delivery is popped up straight back. The catcher, Bueller, dives. Did she make the catch? Yes, she did. Didn't get it right away, but she lunged behind the plate and caught it maybe 10 feet behind home plate. And a couple of foul outs get rid of the first 2 Vikings here in the second inning. And Tess Ollinger will come to the plate. 1-1 game here in the second. Ollinger 2 for 3 in game 1. As changeup taken low, 1 ball, no strikes. Ollinger got her first ever start at second base in game number 1. And now is the DP here in game number 2. Another changeup taken inside corner for a strike. It's 1-1. Vikes got their run without the benefit of a hit in the bottom of the first. That one hammered left center field. Brown is coming over from her center field position and will make the catch in medium depth center. And the Vikes go quietly in the second inning. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the third. It is Decorah 1 and Crestwood 1. Top of the third inning we go. It's a 1-1 game. 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error for the Cadets. 1 run, 0 hits, and 0 errors for Decorah. Tori Hartman getting the start here in game number 2 has given up 2 hits, has walked none, and has struck out 2. Carly Graybow is at the plate to start things here in the third inning. As Graybow hits on toward short, past Hoime and into left field for a base hit. So for the second consecutive inning, the Cadets get their leadoff runner on. A runner at first base, and nobody out, and Brandy Novotny to the plate. Grounded to third her first time, up 0 for 1. Novotny squares to Bud, butts it right in the air. It's caught by Hartman. And a look towards first base and back to the bag, diving before a throw could be made, was Graybow. Hartman looked to second base as if it was a force of habit there and kind of had a nervous smile on her face afterwards as if to say, man, I should have thrown that right away. 1 on, 1 out for Megan Geyer, and that one hit foul near us here on the first base side. Come out from under the table, Jesse. Your wife will protect you. No balls, 1 strike on Geyer, tapped back to Hartman in the first inning, 0 for 1. Oh, 1 delivery, bunted up the third base side. Iverson's going to pick it up. Sidearm toss to first base. Not in time. Now moving to third base on the throw is Graybow. And it's first and third with 1 down. The throw looked on the money. I think Geyer would have beat it out. We'll give Mitchell an error to allow the runner to move up to third base on the play. First and third with 1 down. And Kylie Munkel, who doubled to left her first time up, or doubled to right her first time up, will come to the plate. Pitch taken high, and Geyer will take off and steal second uncontested. So second and third now, with 1 down here in the third inning. Pitch swung on, fly ball left field. Running in is Twait. She will make the catch. Trying to score is Megan Geyer. Throw to the plate, not in time. Moving up to third is Geyer as Graybow scores rather on the play. A sacrifice fly for Kylie Munkel and a 2-1 lead for the Cadets. So a couple of unanswered runs for the Cadets as Munkel scores Graybow on the sacrifice fly, and Geyer takes third base as the throw goes home. And Megan Telesti will come to the plate. 2-1 Cresco here in the third. Telesti struck out to end the first inning, 0 for 1. And the pitch is taken up. 1 ball, no strikes. One 1-0 the count, the pitch. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes on Megan Telesti. Two-0 from Hartman, swung on and a foul ball right side and out of play. That one landed on our roof. 2 balls and 1 strike count. Again, Jesse Hallwig, come out from under the table. We'll protect you. 2-1, swung on a pop foul down the left field line. Actually going to end up in fair territory. It'll be a base hit for Telesti as she helps her own cause. A single to left to score Megan Geyer, and it's now a 3-1 ball game. And Madison Sickles will get her courtesy at first base. So a 3-1 lead now. And Erin Bueller, who doubled and scored her first time up, will come to the plate. So a 2 spot here in the third inning has given the Cadets the lead. After the Vikings got a lead early for the first time in their 3 ball games to this point. Pitch to Bueller, swung on, hammered. Center field and deep, retreating is Kruger. She is under it, and she will make a lunging, leaping grab in deep left center field on a very well-hit ball by Bueller, but Kruger ran it down. The Cadets scored 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the third inning. It is Crestwood 3 and Decorah 1. Morgan Eady starting things here in the third inning, swinging and fouling the first pitch off. No balls, 1 strike. Next pitch taken low from Megan Telesti. It is 1 ball and 1 strike count. The change up taken high. It is 2 balls and 1 strike count. The 2-1 swung on, fly ball, center field, and past the lunging Graybow at second base for a base hit. So Morgan Eady in her first varsity at bat of the season gets a single to center.
Now batting left fielder, Emily Kruger.
Runner at first, nobody out, and Emily Kruger to the plate. The center fielder for the Vikings. She played left in game one, but with Tori Hartman being in center field. And moving to pitcher this game, Kruger moved over to center field as Kruger tries to bunt, but bunts her way through it. It's no balls, one strike. Pitch swung on, smacked into center field in front of Emily Brown for a base hit, and gets by Brown. And into center field, Morgan Eady being waved in by Coach Olson. Relay throw to the plate, not in time. A single and an error off the bat of Kruger will make it a 3-2 ball game. Kruger will get a single, Eady will score, and Kruger will advance to second on the fielding error by Brown. And it's a 3-2 ball game now. And the top of the order. And Lexi Shelton will come to the plate. Lexi reached on an error and scored in the first inning. And 10 times at the plate tonight, the Vikes have only struck out 2 times. That's something that they struggled with the other night. As the changeup taken for a strike, it's 0-1. Pitch bunted right up in the air by Shelton. It's picked up behind the plate by the catcher. Bueller throws to first base, and Graybow covering. Sacrifice complete, 2-4. Kruger moves up to third on the play. And Tori Hartman will try to help her own cause. Tying run at third base with 1 out here in the third and a 3-2 Crestwood lead. Crestwood took game 1 of the doubleheader by a 10-5 margin. Hartman sacrificed a runner up her first time up, and this one fouled directly back. Retreating is the catcher, Bueller. She will make the catch, and a big second out for the Cadets. Two down, runner at third, and Jenna Iverson to the plate. Grounded to second in the first, 0 for 1. And a changeup taken for a strike by Iverson. Is no balls, 1 strike. Jenna with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs in game 1. She has 5 of the 6 RBIs that the Vikings have tonight as the pitch taken low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 delivery, changeup popped foul, third base side, and landing right in front of the Decorah on deck circle. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Viking opponents have had a lot of success with 2 outs here in the early portion of the season. Let's see if the Vikes can't return the favor right here. 1-2 delivery, changeup that Iverson ducks under. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 down. 3-2 lead for Crestwood, top of the second inning. And the pitch swung on, a fly ball, foul down the right field line. Geyer after it, but lands near the fence. So we'll do it again at 2-2. So the deuce is still wild on Jenna Iverson. Pitch outside. So 3-2. And the pitch swung on and missed it. A nice changeup from Lusty. And that's that for the third. But the Vikes score 1 on 2 hits, helped out by 1 error and 1 left. We go to the 4th inning. It is a 3-2 lead for Crestwood. Back here at the Vikings softball diamond. Darren Swenson and the family Holwig. Alyssa on PA, Jesse on scoreboard. One's better than the other at their job. You do the math. And Kaylee Halber will lead things off here in the fourth inning. 3 runs, 5 hits for the Cadets, 2 runs, 3 hits for Decorah. Each team, or Crestwood, has committed 2 errors, and Decorah has yet to commit an error. Halber looks at a strike, 0-1. She sacrificed a runner-up in the second inning. 0-1, swung on a ground ball to the right side, bobbled there by Shelton, and everyone's going to be safe, and she throws it away. Making the turn at first base, but staying put right there is Halbert. So Shelton on the error, the first one of the night for Decorah. Runner at first, nobody out. Caitlin McAllister to the plate. Grounded to second and knocked in a run, doing so back in the second inning. 3-2 lead for Cresco here in the fourth. Has the rise ball taken high as McAllister was squaring to bunt. 1 ball, no strikes. One 0 delivery. Bunted right in front of the plate. Hartman's going to pick it up and throw to first base with Mitchell covering. Sacrifice complete, 1-3. Halber moves to second on the plate. Runner at second, 1 down. Emily Brown to the plate, struck out swinging her first time up in the second, 0 for 1. Pitch, high. 1 ball, no strikes. Cadets, another situation with a runner in scoring position in less than 2 outs. They've had a ton of those tonight. 1-0 delivery, riser up. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Tori ready on the pitch. Another riser high. Snap throw to second base. Back to the bag diving is Halber. The throw was a little bit to the first base side of second. So it's 3 balls and no strikes to count on Emily Brown. Brown walked 3 times in game number 1, and the first pitch for the next pitch taken low. And that's the first walk given up by Tori Hartman. Vikes walked 9 in game number 1. First and second with 1 down, and Carly Graybow to the plate. Pitch taken up. That's 5 straight bad ones from Tori. One ball, no strikes. The pitch swung on a fly ball into left field. That is going to land for a base hit. Twait will throw to third. Iverson makes the reception there, and Halber is going to be forced out. Halber had to wait to see if that ball would be caught. Twait got to it quickly, threw across the body, threw a one-hopper to Iverson that she hung on to, and the lead runner retired 7-5. So first and second with 2 down, and Brandy Novotny will bat the top of the order, and she'll look at a strike, 0-1. Novotny grounded to third in the first and popped to the pitcher in the third inning. 3-2 Crestwood. Good ball game here in game number 2. After less than stellar softball in game number 1. Pitch swung on, fouled back. 0-2 the count. Oh-2 from Hartman. Swung on a ground ball up the middle, past the diving Shelton and into center field for a base hit. Halber will score. Moving up to third on the play is Graybow. Novotny will go to second as the throw goes home. Brown scoring on the play. Graybow moves up to third. A 2-out hit for Novotny. And a 4-2 lead for Cresco. Another 2-out run for the Cadets. They've had 2 of their 4 with 2 outs here. In game number 2. The pitch taken low by Megan Geyer. 1 ball, no strikes. Geyer grounded to the pitcher in the first inning. Singled and scored in the third. Pitch swung on and missed. There's some heat from Hartman on a rise ball. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one on the pitch. It's high. 2 balls, 1 strike as Hartman now facing this part of the order for the third time. We'll see if there's any adjustments either way. 2-1. Anthony's in for a strike. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes on Megan Geyer. 2-2, and the pitch. Ground ball to the right side, picked up there by Lexi Shelton at second base. Throws to first base to retire Geyer on the side in the 4th inning. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left halfway home here in game number 2 of the doubleheader. It is Crestwood 4 and Decorah 2. Bottom of the 4th inning. It is a 4-2 lead. And Cassie Hoyme will start things here in the 4th inning as the Cadets lead the Vikings. Trying to sweep the Vikings here in doubleheader action. Changeup taken low. 1 ball, no strikes. Hoyme. Tap back to the pitcher to end the first 0 for 1. Megan Celeste hasn't walked anybody and has struck out 2-1. Then make that 1. The pitch taken low. It is 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch high. 3 balls, no strikes to count on Cassie Hoyme. Celeste's given up 3 hits, 2 runs, neither of them earned. Pitch. Hoyme takes all the way, and it's strike 1. And the pitch taken high for ball 4. That's the first walk for Celeste. After numerous walks in game number 1, we've only seen 2 here in game number 2. So Hoyme will run or get lifted for a pinch runner. It's Riley Hubka. Hubka at first base, nobody out, and Chelsea Twait to the plate. She fouled to third her first time up 0 for 1. 4-2 Cresco. We play at the bottom of the 4th inning. Pitch. And a changeup for a strike from Celeste. He came in 1-1 on the season. And bunting is Twait. Nice bunt up the third base side. Bare hand pickup at third base by Munkle. Throws to first base. Twait beats it out. Hubka up to second. Vikes in business. First and second with nobody out here in the 4th inning. First and second, nobody out. Maria Hoyme fouled to the catcher. Her first time up in the second. 4-2 Crestwood, bottom of the 4th. And the pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Pitch bunted right in front of the plate. And I believe Hoyme was hit by a batted ball while she was out of the box. And Randy Moyes, the home plate umpire, is going to call her out. And I believe the runners will have to go back to their respective bases. The putout will go to the catcher, and there's one down here in the 4th inning. Hoyme laid a bunt down. The ball went right in front of home plate, and I believe it hit Hoyme, and the out is recorded. The runners will have to go back to their respective bases, and there's one down here in the fourth inning. Or now they were going to say that as Hoyme grabs the bat, starts to go back to the on-deck circle, but could not return. So first and second with one down, and Tess Olinger to the plate. Fly to center in the second, 0 for 1. 4-2 Cresco, we're in the fourth. Off-speed offering from Telesti taken high. It is 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch swung on, popped up, foul, right side, and out of play. A lunging attempt by McAllister at first base near the cutout right next to the Crestwood dugout was unsuccessful. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. Change-up taken at the knees for a strike. Snap throw to first base, back to the bag. Diving is Twait. Moving up to third is Riley Hupka as the throw went to first. So Hupka moves up to third on the play. First and third with one down. Now a 1-2 count on Olinger. And stepping off the rubber after she came from a set position was Telesti, and something you don't see too often in softball, that will be a balk called, and that will score Riley Hupka and move Twait to second base. So now it's a 4-3 ball game, and Olinger will bat with a runner in scoring position and one down. Just checking the terminology with Decorah assistant coach Sherry Huber. She knows more about softball than I do, but that's an obvious statement. Perhaps the understatement of the year. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on Olinger. It's now a 4-3 ball game as Riley Hupka scores on the balk by Megan Telesti. She came to the pitcher's plate with her hands set and then stepped off, so technically that's an illegal move, and the runners get an extra base. The pitch well high to Olinger. It's 2-2. 2-2 with one down. 2-2. Change up taken low. I believe that's ball 3, actually. And Olinger moves down to first base. And actually, it must have been ball 4. Yes, I was behind on the count. Just going by Jesse Hallweg as Morgan Eady flies one into center field. A running grab is made by Emily Brown as she slipped a little bit in shallow center field, but she ends up making the play. Eady with some decent contact, but Brown able to make the play, and now Emily Kruger will try to capitalize on the fourth inning. That one hammered towards center field. Retreating is Brown. She will make the catch to retire the side. A well-hit ball, but Brown right there to make the play. 1 run, 1 hit. No errors, 2 left. We head to the 5th inning. It is Crestwood 4 and Decorah 3. The quality of softball in game number 1 left a lot to be desired. Game number 2, this has been a good one. Crestwood leading Decorah 4-3. Kylie Munkel, Megan Telesti, and Erin Bueller here in the 5th inning. Been a couple of errors, 2 by Cresco and 1 by Decorah, but only 2 walks total in this ball game. Both pitchers have been around the zone as the pitch taken low by Munkel. 1 ball, no strike. She had a double to right in the first and a sacrifice fly to left in the third. We'll give you a scoring summary here momentarily. The 1-0 delivery swung on a ground ball towards third, gobbled up nicely by Iverson across the diamond of Mitchell, and Munkel retired 5-3, 1 down here in the 5th. Megan Telesti will come up, struck out swinging in the first, and single to left to knock in a run with 2 outs in the third. Vikes got the first run in the first inning. Shelton reached on an error, moved to third on a sacrifice, and was brought home on a Jenna Iverson ground out. First pitch high. 1 ball, no strikes. Cadets tied it up in the second inning. A double by Bueller. Halper sacrificed a runner up, and McAllister scored on an RBI ground out to make it 1-1 at that time. Pitch swinging a foul at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cadets took a 3-1 lead in the third inning on a sacrifice fly by Kylie Munkle and a 2-out RBI single by Megan Telesti. Vikes made it 3-2 in the third inning. Edie got on a single as the pitch taken for a strike. Kruger then singled. The ball got by Emily Brown in center field. Edie scored all the way from first base to make it 3-2. And the pitch well high from Hartman as that one slipped out of her hands. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. Cadets got another 2-out RBI from Brandy Novotny in the fourth to make it 4-2. Vikes score on a balk to score Riley Hubka, the pinch runner for Cassie Hoyme, as the pitch swung on and missed as Hartman strikes out to Lusty. One pitcher strikes out the other, and there's 2 down here in the fifth inning. 3 strikeouts for Megan Telesti, or for Tori Hartman. 2 more than her counterpart, Megan Telesti. And Aaron Bueller will come to the plate. The pitch taking a low 1 ball, no strikes. Bueller doubled and scored in the second inning and fly to center in the third. 4-3 Crestwood here in the fifth. 1-0 swing and a foul back. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Tori Hartman looking to do something that Decorah has not been able to do here in game number 1 or 2 tonight, and that is to knock down the Cadets in order. Here's a chopper, 1 hopper right back to Hartman. She'll throw on to first base to retire Bueller, and that's that here in the fifth. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the fifth inning. Crestwood 4, Decorah 3. It's 2 balls, or 1 ball and 1 strike to count on number 11, Lexi Shelton, top of the order here in the fifth inning for Decorah as they trail it 4-3. Ground ball left side. Karam's off the glove of the third baseman, Munkle, and into left center field for a base hit. Shelton on for the second time in 3 at-bats, and her other at-bat was a sacrifice. So Lexi doing what she's called on to do offensively tonight, and Tori Hartman will come to the plate trying to help her own cause. It is a 4-3 lead for Cresco. We play the bottom half of the fifth inning. Hartman sacrificed a runner-up in the first inning and fouled out to the catcher in the third. She bunts up the third base side. It's picked up there by Munkle. High throw to first base, but gloved by Graybow. Covering the bag. Sacrifice complete, 5-4. That moves Shelton, the tying run, to second base. And Jenna Iverson to the plate. An RBI ground out in the first. A strikeout swinging in the third. And she hits that one well, but right at Graybow at second base. She'll pick it up and throw to first base to McAllister for the second out of the inning. Shelton moves up to third. She'll be there with 2 down. Cassie Hoyme will come to the plate. Hoyme takes a changeup low. 1 ball, no strikes. Hoyme tapped back to the pitcher in the first and walked. And her pinch runner, Riley Hubka, scored in the fourth inning. Pitch swung on, driven towards right field. Retreating is Geyer. She will make the catch. She'll retire the side. Vikes get a leadoff single, but nothing else. 1 hit, 1 left. We head to the sixth. It's 4-3 Crestwood. 4-3 Crestwood as we go to the sixth inning. Tori Hartman has performed well in her first start of 2013. 6 hits, 4 runs. And only 2 of them, or 3 of them earned. She's walked 1, she struck out 3. And Decorah has played pretty good defense behind her. Fly ball off the bat of Halber, retreating is Emily Kruger in center field, and she will make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 6th. One down, nobody on. 4-3 Crestwood here in the 6th. Caitlin McAllister to the plate. RBI ground out to second in the 2nd and sacrificed to runner up in the 4th. First pitch taken low. 1 ball, no strikes. If you're looking ahead to the Decorah 6th, it'll be Twait, Maria Hoime, and Tess Olinger. Rise ball swung on and missed. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Hartman has set down 4 in a row, which is the longest streak of any Decorah pitcher tonight. Rise ball swung on and missed, as that one just kept rising, and McAllister helped her out by swinging that ball too. But now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 delivery, change-up, swung on and missed. That absolutely fooled McAllister. That was knee buckling her in the box. That's the 4th strikeout for Tori Hartman, and Emily Brown will come to the plate. 4-3 Crestwood, 2 down, nobody on here in the 6th. Brown will look at the first one low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brown struck out swinging in the 2nd, walked, and scored in the 4th. 2 of the 4 runs Crestwood has scored have come with 2 outs. Pitch well back to the screen. And it's 2 balls, no strikes from Trish Hartman, or from Tori Hartman to Emily Brown. 2-0. That one taken low. It's 3 balls, no strikes now on Brown. Brown has earned 4 free passes tonight. And Hartman in danger of walking her for the 2nd time in this game. 3-0 with 2 down. Hartman with the 3-0. Taken low for ball 4. So the on-base percentage of Emily Brown remains remarkable. 2 of 3 times here in game number 1 after being on base all 4. 2 of 3 times here in game number 2 after being on base all 4 times in game number 1. And Carly Grabow to the plate, 1 on, 2 down. First pitch up from Hartman, 1 ball, no strikes. 4-3 Crestwood here in the 6th inning. Crestwood looking for the sweep after taking game 1, 10-5. Pitch. Riser up. It's 2-0. Six straight out of the zone from Tori Hartman. 2-0. Pitch taken high, throw down to second base. Diving into the bag safely is Emily Brown. 3 balls, no strikes, the count on Grabow, and Brown now at second base with 2 down. Three and 0 the count, and the pitch. That one at the letters in for a strike. It's 3-1 now on Grabow. Again, Twait, Maria Hoime, and Olinger. If anyone gets on, Morgan Eady in the 6th inning for Decorah. Pitch swung on and missed. Just some hard high heat from Tori Hartman. And it's 3-2. With 2 down here in the 6th, 3-2. Taking Anthony's for strike 3. 5th strikeout for Torrey Hartman. 1 walk, 1 left. We head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. It is a 4-3 lead for Crestwood. Bottom of the 6th inning we go. Chelsea Twait will start things. Vikes trailing by 1. They got a run in the 1st, the 3rd, and the 4th. Cresco with 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, and 1 in the 4th. And a pretty good ball game here in game number 2 as Twait takes a changeup for a strike from Telesti. It's 0-1. And just when we were having a fun night here in the booth, our bouncer goes to sleep and lets the riprap in as the pitch swung on, fouled right side and out of play. It is no balls, 2 strikes to count on Twait with Maria Hoyme and Tess Olinger to follow in the 6th inning. Crestwood took game 1 10-5. They lead game 2 here 4-3 as the riser up from Telesti. Telesti's only walked 1 and has struck out 1. Giving up 5 hits, 3 runs, only 1 earned. Here's ground ball. Snagged by Telesti well in the circle and throws on to first base to retire Twait. 1 down here in the 6th inning. Nice play by Telesti being that 5th infielder. 1 down, nobody on, and Maria Hoyme to the plate. 4-3 Crestwood here in the 6th. Hoyme fouled to the catcher in the 2nd inning and popped to the pitcher, or to first base rather, in the 4th, and a strike called, 0-1. Earlier tonight, the Decorah girls soccer program with a very nice win down at Dubuque Wahlert, 2-1. Swinging a foul at the plate. 2 strikes to nothing. The girls will play at Pleasant Valley on Monday. In the regional final, the pitch goes high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I believe this is the 2nd time Decorah has made a regional final in soccer. 1-2 delivery. Smack towards 3rd and caught at 3rd on a line drive by Munkle. Boy, Maria hit that ball well. And Munkle is right there to make the play. 2 down, nobody on. But honestly tonight, when you look at this thing in the big picture, no matter what happens, as Olinger smacks 1 foul, 3rd base side, 0-1. Olinger fly to center in the 2nd inning and walked in the 4th after striking out 14 times against Keahigh the other night. The Vikes are putting the ball in play, and oftentimes they're putting it in play hard tonight. So offensively, you got to be pleased no matter what happens tonight. Timely hitting could probably get a little bit better, but you know what? We're taking baby steps. Pitch low to Olinger, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 delivery, swung on a fly ball, left center of field, and land for a base hit. Olinger on base for the 2nd time in 3 at-bats. A 2-out single with 2 outs here in the 6th inning. As more riprath comes into the booth. A runner at first and 2 down, but this guy built this booth, so I guess he's allowed. Or he at least supervised Vandy doing all the work. Morgan Eady singled and scored in the 3rd inning and fly to center in the 4th. 4-3 Cresco as Morgan grounds 1 up the middle. It's fielded right at the bag by Brandy Novotny. And a fielder's choice, 6 unassisted. And that's that for the 6th inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We head to the 7th inning. It is Crestwood 4 and Decorah 3. Top of the order due for the Cadets here in the 7th inning. Cadets leading Decorah 4-3 in what has been a very good ball game here in game number 2. Cadets took game number 1 by a 10-5 margin. They're looking for the sweep. As the pitch taken for a strike by Brandy Novotny, 0-1. Novotny grounded to third in the first, fly or popped to the pitcher in the third, and singled and knocked in a run in the fourth inning. The pitch, as Novotny squares to bunt, takes it high. 1 ball, 1 strike count on Novotny. One and one the count. The pitch at the letters, and for a strike, it's 1-2. Tori Hartman has not given up a hit since a Brandy Novotny RBI single back in the fourth inning. Tori's throwing well as that one slips out of her hands and it rolls in low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tori's given up 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, has walked 2 and has struck out 6. In her first start, I believe, since June last year, as that one hammered down the left field line and out onto Goose Island Drive. Hopping over a minivan, almost giving some body shop some work here in town. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch, swing and a miss. As Novotny strikes out, and Hartman now with 7 Ks. One down, nobody on. Megan Geyer to the plate. She is 1 for 3, has scored a run. She tried to slap her way on and fouls it off. No balls, 1 strike. Decorah will have 9-1-2 due. Kruger, Shelton, and Hartman here in the 7th inning. But work to do before you get to that point. 0-1. Reiser swung on and missed. It's 0-2. Nothing and 2 the count. Hartman ready. The 0-2's changeup swung on and missed. Cassie digs it out of the dirt and throws it down to Mitchell playing first base. And 2 strikeouts get rid of the first 2 hitters here in the 7th inning. 2 down, nobody on. 4-3 Crestwood here in the 7th. Kylie Munkle doubled in the first, sacrifice fly in the third, grounded to third in the 5th. Swinging a foul back to the screen, 0-1. Turning into a cool overcast night, but still very comfortable to watch high school softball. 0-1, swinging a foul back to the screen, 0-2. Most of the fans out in a light jacket or a sweatshirt tonight. 0-2 the count. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah. And KDECradio.net as that one taken high. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes as that one went well back to the screen. As I guess that was an off-speed pitch and Tori kind of lost the grip of it. More than kind of lost the grip. She actually did lose the grip. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch well high again, caroming off the glove of Cassie Hoyme behind the plate, and it's 2-2. Seventh strikeout for Hartman on the night. 2-2 from Tori. Make it 8 as she swings and misses, does Munkle at a rise ball. 1, 2, 3, nothing across. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Vikes need 1 to tie and 2 to win it. They trail it 4-3. Nine, 1 and 2 due for Decorah here in the 7th inning. They trail it 4-3. Emily Kruger is 1 for 2. Has hit the ball well two times. Signaling to center in the 3rd and lining out to center to end the 4th inning. She'll be followed by Shelton and Hartman as pitch goes low. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Crestwood took game 1, 10-5. And 4-3 they lead it here in game 2 as missing outside again is Megan Telesti, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0. Swung on, smack towards center, and a base hit. Tying run on for Decorah as Emily Kruger gets a leadoff single here in the bottom of the 7th inning, and Lexi Shelton to the plate. Shelton reached on an error, scored in the 1st, sacrificed a runner-up in the 3rd, got an infield hit in the 5th. Kruger representing the tying run. Shelton representing the winning run. She will bunt right in front of the plate. Nicely done. Picked up at 3rd by Munkel, and she'll throw to Graybow covering the bag. Sacrifice complete, 5-4. Tying run to second base in the person of Emily Kruger, and Tori Hartman will come to the plate. Sacrificed in the 1st, foul to the catcher in the 3rd, sacrificed again in the 5th. 4-3 Cresco, 1 on. Tying run at second with 1 down, I should say. As the drop ball taken for a strike, it's 0-1. Oh, 1. Changeup popped up, foul, right side, and out of play. As Tori went golfing for that one, and it's 0-2. Runner at second, 1 down. Kruger representing the tying run, 0-2. A late swing by Hartman, but she stays alive by fouling it first base side. Telesti brought the heat that time. And Tori fouled off a pretty good pitch. 0-2 the count. The pitch swung on and fouled first base side. Kick save and a beauty by Sherry Huber in the first base coaching box. Nothing in 2 the count, and the rise ball or the changeup taken high. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Tori Hartman. 1-2 the count. Telesti ready the pitch. That one hopped in there, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Telesti whirls and deals the 2-2 outside, so a good at-bat here for Tori. Trailed in the count, 0-2, fouled off a couple of good pitches on 0-2, and now has worked it to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Telesti ready the 3-2, ground ball up the middle and through for a base hit. Kruger being waved in. She will score without a play. We are tied. Tori Hartman with a game-tying single here in the 7th inning to make it 4-4. And a young lady that has 5 RBI on the night will come to the plate. Hartman at first, 1 down. We're tied at 4 here in the 7th. Jenna Iverson. An RBI ground out in the 1st, struck out swinging in the 3rd, grounded out in the 5th to second. Pitch swung on, a fly ball, center field. Emily Brown with a long run, but making the catch out in left field is Kaylee Hauber. As that one kind of died out in left center field. Hauber was able to make the running grab. 2 down, 1 in. Runner at first. Cassie Hoyme to the plate. We're tied at 4. We're in the 7th. Telesti ready on the first offering. Outside corner for a strike. 0-1. Hoyme tapped to the pitcher in the 1st. Walked, and her pinch runner scored in the 4th. And fly to right in the 6th as the pitch in there for a strike. It's now 0-2 on Cassie Hoyme. Oh-2 delivery. Ground ball towards third. It's kicked there by Munkel. It caroms into left field. Hartman will go to third. Hoyme to second. A hard hit ball. A fielding error by Munkel will put the winning run at third base. And Chelsea Twait to the plate for the Vikes. And Doug Sickles out to the circle to talk with his entire infield. Another example right there. The other night, you were striking out in those situations. Now you put the ball in play. You put the ball in play hard. And you got the winning run at third base. Albeit with 2 outs, Chelsea Twait is 1 for 3 on the night. Fouled to third in the 5th. Infield hit in the 4th. Fouled to third in the 2nd, rather. Infield hit in the 4th. And tapped to the pitcher in the 6th. Hartman is the winning run. Hoyme is at second base. At the moment, from the Cresco perspective, she doesn't matter. Because if Hartman scores, the game's over. The first pitch to Twade is high and tight. 1 ball, no strikes. On deck, Maria Hoyme is 0 for 3. So you don't have to give Twade anything great to hit. Here's a fly ball, center field. Emily Brown is under it, and she will make the catch. And free softball tonight here in Decorah. The Vikes tie it up on the Tori Hartman RBI single here in the 7th. 1 run, 2 hits. 1 error and 2 left. We head to the 8th inning, and we're tied at 4. Crestwood took game 1 of the doubleheader by a 10-5 margin, but we're going to extras here in game 2. A Tori Hartman RBI single to center to score Emily Kruger, who started the rally in the 7th inning. Made it 4-4. Megan Telusty will try to help her own cause, starting things here in the 8th inning. A very good outing for Tori Hartman in her first start of the year. She has not given up a hit since the 4th inning and has struck out the last 4 she has faced, including 5 of the last 6 as the pitch goes high. 1 ball, no strikes. 8 strikeouts for Hartman on the night in her 7 innings. The 1-0 well high. It's 2 balls, no strikes now. Hartman ready, and the pitch. There's a strike. It's 2-1. If you're looking ahead to the Viking 8th, it'll be Maria Hoyme, Tess Olinger, and Morgan Edie. But, as we always say, work to do before you get to that point. Pitch swung on and missed. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now on Megan Telusty. 2-2 the count. The pitch, changeup, ground ball, knocked down by Hartman. Charging at second is Shelton. She can't get there. It'll be an infield hit for Telusty, and the go-ahead run on for the Cadets. Telusty will be lifted for the courtesy runner, and Madison Sickles. Sickles representing the go-ahead run. Aaron Bueller to the plate for Cresco. Doubled and scored in the 2nd. Fly to center in the 3rd and grounded to the pitcher in the 5th. That's the first hit Tori's given up since the 4th inning. And the 7th on the night. Bunted third base side. Picked up there by Iverson. Throws to first base, and Mitchell covering. Sacrifice good 5-3. Sickles into scoring position for the Cadets. And Kaylee Halbert, the new hitter. She sacrificed a runner up in the 2nd, reached on an error in the 4th, fly to center in the 6th. 4-4 game. We're in the top of the 8th inning. Halbert from the left-hand side of the plate against Hartman. The pitch swung on and missed at a dropper. No balls and 1 strike to count. Tori ready, and the 0-1 offering. That one low and outside for 1 ball, 1 strike. Lights in full effect as we're well past sundown here in Decorah. Game two's been an entertaining, pretty well played game. The pitch goes outside. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. And most of the time, what you mean by that is most of the time when good things are happening, it's because kids are putting the ball in play with some authority. 2-1, well high. It's 3 balls, 1 strike now. It's not walks and errors that are giving the other team opportunities. It's their own good play. Type of softball you enjoy seeing. The 3-1 delivery swung on and missed as Halver might have helped out Torrey that time by swinging at ball 4. Some hard high heat on the outside edge. It's 3-2 the count. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 9 strikeouts for Torrey Hartman. 2 outs here in the 8th inning. Two down, runner at second, 4-4 game here in the 8th. Caitlin McAllister 0 for 2 with the sacrifice. First pitch up, 1 ball, no strikes. RBI ground out in the 2nd. Sacrifice to runner up in the 4th. Struck out swinging in the 6th. 0-1. Well, high caroms off the glove of Hoyme, and on the pass ball, the go-ahead run will move up to 3rd. One ball, no, or 2 balls, no strikes, rather, on Caitlin McAllister. 2-0. And the pitch swung out, hammered down the right field line, but foul. As McAllister got around late. It is 2 balls, 1 strike. Four game, we're in the 8th. Runner at 3rd, 2 down for the Cadets. The pitch, swinging a pop-up foul and out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. A new softball retrieved from the third base Decorah dugout, thrown out by Coach Olson to Torrey Hartman. 2-2 the count, the pitch. Ooh, just missed. Outside edge, it's 3-2. We're full with a runner at 3rd and Emily Brown on deck. The 3-2 delivery, low for ball 4, and that was a nice stop by Cassie Hoyme behind the plate. That one rolled in there. Hoyme had to move to her left to get a glove on that one. And McAllister will get lifted for a pinch runner in Shayla Murphy. 1st and 3rd with 2 down. Emily Brown will come to the plate. Brown struck out swinging in the 2nd, walked and scored in the 4th, walked again in the 6th. Decorah 4, Crestwood 4. We play the top of the 8th inning. Telesti got on an infield hit. Sickles ran for advanced to 2nd on a sacrifice, advanced to 3rd on a pass ball. Runners at the corners and 2 outs for the Cadets. Pitch in there for a strike as Murphy will take off and take 2nd uncontested. Wise of Decorah not to worry about that, because if you get the hitter here, you don't have to worry about her. Or anybody else for that matter. 0-1, swing and a miss. 0-2 from Torrey Hartman. The target from Hoyme. Hartman ready, the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 10 strikeouts for Torrey Hartman. 1 hit, 2 left. Bottom of the 8th coming. It's 4-4 to Decorah and Cresco. Bottom of the 8th inning coming. Maria Hoyme, Tess Olinger, Morgan Eady, the two hitters for Decorah. Decorah tied it up in the bottom of the 7th inning on a Tori Hartman RBI single to score Emily Kruger. Vikes with an opportunity to win it here. Maria Hoyme fouled to the catcher in the 2nd inning. Popped to first in the 4th and lined to 3rd in the 6th. The last one was a scorcher that Munkel at 3rd was able to make the play on. Maria from the right-hand side of the plate swings at the first one and fouls it away. Right side and out of play. It is no balls and 1 strike to count. Telesti working her 8th inning. Has given up hits in every frame except the 2nd. Pitch swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. 8 hits given up. Crestwood, by comparison, has 7. The pitch. Late swing and a foul ball off the bat of Hoyme. And it's no balls and 2 strikes yet. Oh-2 delivery, changeup, ground ball towards short. Novotny there to make the play. She'll throw on to first base to retire her fellow shortstop, and there's one down here in the 8th inning. One down, nobody on. And Tess Olinger to the plate. Olinger fly to center in the 2nd. Walked in the 4th and singled in the 6th. So she's been on base 2 of the 3 times tonight as Telesti delivers, and the pitch swing and a foul. Right side out of play. No balls, 1 strike. Morgan Eady in the on-deck circle for Decorah. Oh-1 delivery. Swung on a ground ball towards 3rd, but it's snagged there by Telesti. She'll throw on to first base to retire Olinger. And 2 down here in the 8th inning. So 2 down, nobody on, and Morgan Eady will try to start a 2-out rally for Decorah. It's a 4-4 game here in the 8th. Eady singled and scored in the 3rd. Fly to center in the 4th and bounced into a fielder's choice in the 6th. Pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 swung on, line drive, knocked down there by Telesti. She stays with it and throws to first base. And Morgan Eady retired 1-3. Couldn't have hit that ball a heck of a lot harder. But Telesti there to knock it down in self-defense. And a 3-up, 3-down 8th inning. We head to the 9th. Crestwood 4, Decorah 4. We begin our 16th inning of softball tonight. 9-1-2 due for Cresco here in the 9th inning. It's a 4-4 game. Decorah got the lead in the 1st inning. Shelton reached on an error, was sacrificed to 3rd in 1 at-bat by Hartman, and an RBI ground out by Jenna Iverson. Got her home to make it 1-0. Cresco tied it up in the 2nd inning. A double by Bueller, a sacrifice to 3rd by Helber. Pitch swung on and missed by Graybow, 0-1. And an RBI ground out by Caitlin McAllister made it 1-1. The Cadets got 2 in the 3rd inning. A sacrifice fly by Kylie Munkle and a 2-out RBI single by Megan Telesti made it 3-1. Dropper misses low from Tori Hartman, 1 ball, 1 strike. Vikes got 1 back in the 3rd inning. On a fielding error by Emily Brown out in center field that allowed Morgan Eady to score to make it 3-2. Cadets got another 2-out run in the 4th inning. This pitch taken high, or low I should say, 2 balls, 1 strike. A Brandy Novotny RBI single made it 4-2 at the time. That's the last Cadet score to this point. 2-1, swung on, popped up, third base side, foul territory. Hartman will lunge, can't get there. It wasn't touched, fortunately for Decorah, and it ends up foul. It became one of those I got it, you get it situation. Hartman lunged at the last second, couldn't get there. Fortunately, it made no contact with any body part or glove, and it ends up foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count on Graybow. The pitch, change up, inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Vikes made it 4-3 in the 4th inning on a balk that scored Riley Hupka, and a 1-out RBI single by Tori Hartman in the 7th, tied the game at 4-4. Pitch taken low for ball 4 on Carly Graybow. 4th walk of the night for Tori Hartman. Hartman let the leadoff runner on in the 8th inning, but she was able to pitch her way around it. But now you got the top of the order up. Rise ball taken up as Novotny was squaring to bunt. 1 ball, no strikes. Novotny grounded to third in the 1st, popped to the pitcher in the 3rd. RBI single in the 4th inning and struck out swinging in the 7th. And the pitch taken low again by Hartman as Novotny was squaring to bunt. It's 2 balls, no strikes. (2-0). Riser well high, snap throw to first base, back to the bag, standing is Graybow. And now it's 3 balls, no strikes on Tori Hartman. Or from Tori Hartman to Brandy Novotny. And the pitch high and tight for ball 4. That's the last thing you wanted to do in that situation, because Crestwood was willing to give up and out in that situation, but unfortunately the ball wasn't in the zone. That's the 5th walk for Hartman. And Megan Geyer will come to the plate. 1st and 2nd, nobody out. Geyer squaring to bunt, and the riser taken up. 1 ball, no strikes. In fairness to Tori, this is her 9th inning, and she has not started a game, if memory serves, since Turkey Valley game down in Jackson Junction last year, the 1-0. That one, for a strike, they ruled Geyer offered at it on the bunt attempt. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, bunted third base side, picked up there by Iverson, throws to first base, sacrifice complete. 5-3 with Mitchell covering. Novotny to second, Graybow to third. Graybow the go-ahead run. Novotny the cherry on top run. And Kylie Munkle will come to the plate. 4-4 game, we're in the 9th. Munkle 1 for 3 with the sacrifice fly and a double. Pitch high, 1 ball, no strikes. Munkle double to right in the 1st, sacrifice fly in the 3rd, grounded to 3rd in the 5th, struck out swinging in the 7th. Up again here in the 9th, the 1-0. Taken low, it is 2 balls and no strikes now. (2-0). Dropped low. It's 3 balls and no strikes now on Kylie Munkle. Granted, in this situation, you don't have to give her anything good to hit with first base open, but you don't want to face the cleanup hitter with the bases loaded either. Pitch well high for ball 4. I think you're definitely seeing some signs of fatigue from Tori Hartman, as T.O. going to go out and talk to the infield and battery here. Coach Sickles will take time to talk to runners and hitters. Megan Telusty is the due hitter. Struck out swinging in the 1st, RBI single to left in the 3rd, struck out swinging again in the 5th, and a single in the 8th. Bases loaded on 3 walks and 1 sacrifice, and 1 down here in the 9th inning. Conversation done. Coach Olson back to the third base box. Fielders and runners and hitters back to their positions. Megan Telesti, the starting pitcher for Cresco, trying to help her cause in a big-time way. Inside corner, taken for a strike, nothing in one. Hartman ready again. Torrey kicks and deals the 0-1, taken up. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Ten strikeouts for Hartman. One here would be just what the doctor ordered for Decorah. 1-1. Outside corner taken for strike 2. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Hartman ready again. And the 1-2 offering, swinging a pop-up right side. Hoyme retreating, but she's going to run out of real estate as it lands at the top of the fence, which is the backstop. Cassie went as far as she could go there, and it was just enough foul for Crestwood. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes on the pitch. Ground ball left side and through for a base hit. Scoring is Graybow. Scoring is Novotny. Throwing to third and getting an out there as Munkle tried to move to third on the throw home. But the damage already done on a 2-out single to left by Megan Telesti, helping her own cause. And it's a 6-4 lead for Crestwood. Telesti moves to second base. Munkle retired at third from Twait to Hoyme to Iverson, or 7-2 to 5. So 2 down and a runner at second base, and Aaron Bueller to the plate. The Vikes will have 9-1 and 2 due in the 9th inning. It'll be Kruger, Shelton, and Hartman. Bueller is 1 for 3 as that one gets away from Hoyme, and moving up to third base on the wild pitch is Madison Sickles, the courtesy runner for Telesti. Bueller doubled and scored in the 2nd inning. Fly to center in the 3rd. Grounded to the pitcher in the 5th. Sacrificed the runner up in the 8th as that one popped foul. Third base side and out of play. As fans go lunging and diving and running out of the way, it's 1 ball, 1 strike. A 6-4 lead for Crestwood. It was Decorah's pitcher that tied it up in the bottom of the 7th. Crestwood's pitcher gives the Cadets the lead here in the top of the 9th. Hartman ready in the 1-1, well high, 2 balls, 1 strike. And Torrey's in her 9th inning. And she hasn't started a game in darn near a year. A valiant effort tonight by Torrey Hartman. And the 2-1 delivery swung on and missed, took a little something off, and Bueller out in front. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at third, 2 down, 6-4 Crestwood here in the 9th. Pitch swung on and missed. Hartman gets her 11th strikeout, but 2-run score on 1 hit. And 1 runner left on base. We head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Vikes need 2 to keep it going. They trail it 6-4. A 1-out, 2-run single by Megan Telesti has given the Crestwood Cadets the lead in the 9th inning. And And trying to keep the lead for the Cadets is Megan Telesti. She will face a good part of the order for Decorah. This was the part of the order that was due in the 7th inning when the Vikes tied the game. And that rally was started by Emily Kruger. Kruger singled to center in the 3rd, lined to center in the 4th, and singled and scored in the 7th inning. Telesti delivers, and the first pitch swung on and missed as Kruger fooled on the changeup from Telesti. No balls, 1 strike. Been a good game here in game number 2. Cadets took game number 1 by a 10-5 margin. The pitch outside corner taken for a strike. And it's 2 strikes to nothing. Nothing in 2 the count. And the pitch a little bit low, a little bit outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And if you missed it earlier, the Decorah soccer team with a big win. Girls defeating Dubuque Wahlert 2-1. They will play next Monday night down at Pleasant Valley for the right to go to state. Ground ball and through into right field, and reaching first base on the single is Kruger. Kruger is now 3 for 4 on the night. And the one time she was retired might have been her hardest hit ball of the night. That was a line drive to center back in the 4th inning. Lexi Shelton will bat. Reached down an error, scored in the 1st, sacrificed a runner-up in the 3rd. Singled in the 5th, sacrificed a runner-up in the 7th. Lexi, no sign of bunting here, down 2. The pitch in there for a strike. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to count, the 0-1. Inside for 1 ball, 1 strike. A ball and a strike on Lexi Shelton with Kruger at first. And here's a ground ball foul. T.O. tried the kick save, but unfortunately it wasn't a beauty. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good way to twist an ankle there. 1-2 the count. Runner at first and nobody out. And the pitch taken outside corner for a strike. And that's the first out of the 9th inning. Runner at first, 1 down. Tori Hartman to the plate. 6-4 Cadets here in the 9th inning. Hartman reached on a sacrifice in the 1st. Foul to the catcher in the 3rd. Sacrificed a runner-up in the 5th. Singled in the 7th to knock in a run and tie the game at the time. And the pitch is strike, 0-1. The pitch swung on a ground ball. Bobbled a bit by Telesti in the circle, but she'll throw a strike to McAllister at first for the 2nd out of the inning. Kruger moves up to 2nd base. And Jenna Iverson, who hit 2 home runs earlier tonight, will come to the plate with 2 outs, representing the tying run here in Game 2. She's 0 for 4. Got the first run home in the 1st inning on an RBI ground out. The pitch taken outside. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kruger, the runner at 2nd with 2 down. 6-4 Crestwood here in the 9th. The pitch, swing and a miss. It is 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Vikes had 13 hits in game number 1. And 9 here in game number 2. Pitch outside corner for a strike from Telesti, and it's 1-2. One-two delivery, swung on, smacked up the middle and through for a base hit. Kruger being waved in. She will score without a play. Vikes still have life. Jenna Iverson with a 2-out RBI single, tying a run on base for the Vikings now. A 6-5 game, and Cassie Hoyme will come to the plate. Tap to the pitcher in the 1st. Walked, her courtesy runner scored in the 4th. fly to right in the 5th, reached on an error in the 7th. Pitch outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-0, swing and a miss. Change up outer half. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count on Cassie Hoyme. Telusty ready, the pitch, swung on, fouled. Third base side, not a play. So the Cadets, just like they were a moment ago, 1 strike away from a doubleheader sweep. As that ball thrown back in, a very good toss from the right arm of young Carter Riley. The Nevins side comes out again. 1-2, swung on, fly ball, center field, and that'll be down for a base hit. Iverson with a turn at second. She'll stay put right there. And Decorah making things interesting here in the bottom of the 9th. First and second, 2 down, 1 in. Tying run at second, winning run at first. Chelsea Twait to the plate, 6-5 Cresco. Twait fouled to third in the 1st, singled in the 4th, grounded to the pitcher in the 6th, and fly to center in the 8th, or in the 7th, I should say. Telusty ready, first offering to Twait. Change up for a strike, 0-1. 0-1. Dropped, slowing outside. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. A ball and a strike to count. Telusty ready, changeup grounded right back to Telusty, and she'll throw on to first base. And the Crestwood Cadets, in extra innings, get a doubleheader sweep here in game number 2. The Cadets win it 6-5. 6 runs on 8 hits, 3 Crestwood errors, and 8 runners left on base. The Vikes get 5 runs on 11 hits. There was 1 Decorah error and 9 runners left. Megan Telusty, the winning pitcher, she's now 2-1. And a tough luck loss handed to Tori Hartman, who gave a valiant effort here in game number 2. She is now 0-1. So the Vikes are 0-3, 0-2 in conference play. The Cadets move to 5-2 and 2-0 in conference play. Many people to thank for making the broadcast possible tonight. First and foremost, our advertisers, the good sports-minded people who helped us bring the game wherever you were tonight. Without their help, this coverage would not be possible. So as always, we encourage you to support the businesses who support local high school sports. And lastly, and most importantly, we thank you, that's right, you, the listener, for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast, if not the outcome. Cadets take the doubleheader, taking game 1 10-5 and taking game 2 6-5 in 9 innings. Our next coverage of Decorah Viking baseball and softball will be tomorrow night. Decorah at Southwind, 7:20 airtime on AM 1240 KDEC and at KDECradio.net. So for the cast of thousands here in the booth, for Jesse Hallwig, for Alyssa Hallwig, for those other people that stopped by and said hi, I'm Darren Swenson saying so long from the Viking softball diamond. Cadets take 2 tonight, 10-5 first game, 6-5 in 9 in the second game. Thanks a bunch for tuning in, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow night. I think so. Don't ask me.